Welcome back to Crypto Gains for another video. Take a look at this. This is the Wall Street cheat sheet. I want to take you through it, give you a different perspective on the market. Maybe this can open our eyes a bit more as to where we actually are in this market, because sometimes people get in, you watch people talk about charts and stuff, but you don't actually realize where you are in the market. So we're going to look at this. If it sounds interesting, drop the like and subscribe. Take a look at this. So I've been running. Raced to my door and back. This is Bitcoin's price action on the weekly time frame, right down from the very bottom of its lows from 2023 all the way up to where we are now, right? So when you look at this chart, you can see how the movements of this chart looks similar to this, right? So here's an example. If you look down here at the bottom left, we've got hope. Right down here, red, right? And then it kind of swerves into like a grey blue color, then the blue to the green. When you look at this, it gives us phases of sort of a repeating cycle that tends to happen through all cycles. So when I look at this, I'll sort of say it to you, can you see sort of where we might be right now in the market? Where does the euphoria lie? Because, you know, the top of the market is the euphoric moment when everybody is excited and, you know, so crazy and can't wait to the sort of like, you know, things are going up. I'm going to make so much money. I'm rich. I can't believe it. It says it here, look, I'm a genius. We're all going to be rich. That's the sort of things you hear when you just put money into a coin randomly. And I'm pretty sure you've done it, maybe with a meme coin in the last 6 months, 8 months, where you just randomly put money in a meme coin and it just flew. And you felt like a genius. You felt like you was the smartest person alive because you put money in and it went up. Your 200 turned to 30 grand or 200 turned to like 15 grand. That's euphoria. And sometimes it's hard to see. And I've seen it already. Actually, I've seen it for a long time. I saw it from, and I'll show you the examples of when I saw it. And I might bring another video showing coins on this chart to sort of match up when I saw euphoria. I saw it in this phase here. This was the part back in 2024 of March where Cheers DiCaprio went absolutely crazy. I'm talking 1,800x returns. It was mental. That was right there. I also saw it in this massive run up here. This was when Virtual's protocol just exploded in price. When I was buying Virtual's protocol at 4 cents, AI agents took off, everything was going crazy. That was right here. And I also saw it through this run up here, which was Trash Coin, stupid coin, but Trash Coin did over 158x returns. So I've seen euphoria many times, along with these other types of coins like the waffles and all these other coins that sort of came along and, you know, flew with it. And it wasn't just Virtual's protocol that was flying over here. You had some other coins as well similar to it that was flying. Same with Cheers DiCaprio in this space. We've seen a lot of euphoria happen in this time of the market going up, or in the time of Bitcoin going up. And I want to just kind of open your eyes and give you a different perspective on the market. Where do you think we are right now? When you look at this chart here, where do you think we are in relation to this? Because I think we have seen euphoria. And it wasn't as great as what many people have hoped. But I think we saw it in segments. Meaning that this was your first segment. This right here, when I said back in March of, you know, what's it called? DiCaprio Cheers. It was so damn euphoric. Because I am telling you now, I sold a lot of my money here. And I tell you what, if you want to call, you know, because I'm going to bring up the RSI, it's a strong indicator to see like the strength of when the market was at its true peak. You know, look at this. When this goes right up here, this is when everything is really hyped and overbought and oversold. Or it's just so overbought. And this was the highest peak that the RSI ever happened on the time frame, on this weekly time frame for Bitcoin, right up here. And that was round about the time where I said to you guys, do you remember that video? Go and look on my channel. Guys, I'm getting out. I've made lottery life-changing money. I need to take some serious money off the table. Remember that? Do you remember that? Then time went on. Things went down. I saw another opportunity of AI agents. I said, guys, I'm going all in on virtuals. And look at this. This is when the divergence was starting to form. It came up again, overbought, but not as high. Where are we in this when you look at this chart? Because I tell you what, for me, if I'm keeping it honestly real, it looks like we've done all of this. And now it looks like we're down here somewhere, coming up for a retrace, which they call complacency. We just need to call off for the next rally. Think about it, please, guys. Because I tell you what, when this rally happens, when we see this next move up in price, because I believe something like that could come. Let me just get the little, where's my little brush? When we see something like this happen, right? Because everybody's waiting for the next rally. Look at how it looks, right? You see this bit here? When we see this rally up, many of you are going to think that we're going on to a new all-time high. The bull market hasn't ended. We've just begun. Look, it's just a little shakeout, but now we're coming on for the next massive rally up to 150, 200, 250K, 1 million if we're lucky, $500,000 minimum. Not realizing that actually this is just our last retrace, our last chance to maybe consider taking something out of the table before the most disgusting dump you ever see in your life, especially if you're new to crypto. Then comes anxiety. Why am I getting margin calls? This dip is taking longer than expected. Not realizing that it's already over. You've missed the top. I'm now looking at this like we are coming up for this complacency phase, right? Where a lot of people will say we just need to call off for a bit. It was just calling off. Now we're, for the next rally. So when you hear people in the comments saying, bull rally's back on, or we're going back again and we're going hot again, because I'll bring videos. I'll have like my thumbnails with a question mark, like bull market back, or are we back in again? You're going to see many influencers say it. But the reality is, I think we've done the entire phase of what we see on this extreme cheat sheet. If you want to grab this up and you can follow it, go on Google. Wall Street cheat sheet. It's powerful, man. And every cycle seems to do the same thing. Every cycle. So I wanted to share this with you. I'm going to bring some more videos on the charts, show you what I think, but this is where I think we are right now before a massive dump comes down. And then, we can take it from there. Was this helpful? Drop the like, give me a subscribe, stick around, become a Patreon. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers. Never be defeated.